Entra ID Join vs Hybrid Join vs Registered. Which one should you use? Conditional access blocking users even though the device looks compliant? Intune enrollment behaving inconsistently? The root cause is often the wrong Microsoft Entra device state. In this video, I'll show you how to identify the correct state, validate it in production, and troubleshoot the most common deployment failures. Many administrators assume Registered, Joined, and Hybrid Joined are simply different names for the same thing. They are not. Each state affects a user sign-in experience, a conditional access evaluation, a Intune enrollment behavior, a primary refresh token issuance, a device ownership and trust. Choosing the wrong device state can create authentication issues, policy targeting problems, and unnecessary complexity. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which device state should be used for each deployment scenario. Before making any changes, verify the following. Licensing. A Microsoft Entra ID free supports device registration. A Microsoft Entra ID P1 is required for conditional access and most automatic Intune enrollment scenarios. A Intune device management requires appropriate Intune licensing. A Microsoft 365 Business Premium, E3, or E5 includes the licensing required for most enterprise deployments. Permissions. A global administrator. A cloud device administrator. A Intune administrator. Tools. A Microsoft Entra Admin Center. A command prompt. A dsregcmd. The most common production issue looks like this. An administrator expects a device to satisfy a conditional access policy requiring a compliant or corporate-owned device. The device appears in Microsoft Entra. The user can sign in, but conditional access still blocks access. When we investigate, we discover the device is registered when it should have been joined, or hybrid joined when it should have been cloud-native. The first step is understanding exactly what each device state represents. Device State 1, Microsoft Entra Registered. Microsoft Entra Registered devices are primarily designed for bring your own device, or BYOD scenarios. Typical examples include a personal Windows laptops, a personal mobile phones, a contractor-owned devices. In this model, the device is not joined to Microsoft Entra. The user signs into Windows using a local account or personal Microsoft account. The user then adds their work or school account, which registers the device in Microsoft Entra. A Microsoft Entra creates a device identity associated with that device. The organization gains visibility and can apply conditional access controls. The device can also be enrolled into Intune if required. Think of this as personal device plus corporate access. Device State 2, Microsoft Entra Joined. Microsoft Entra Joined is Microsoft's preferred model for most modern cloud-managed Windows deployments. Typical examples include a Windows Autopilot deployments, Intune-managed Windows 11 devices, a cloud-first organizations, a new corporate laptop deployments. In this model, the device joins Microsoft Entra directly. A no dependency exists on on-premises Active Directory. A users sign into Windows using organizational credentials. A single sign-on is provided to Microsoft 365 and cloud resources. For most new Windows deployments, Microsoft Entra Join should be the default design choice unless there is a documented dependency on Active Directory. Think of this as corporate device plus cloud identity. Device State 3, Microsoft Entra Hybrid Joined. Microsoft Entra Hybrid Joined exists for organizations that still require Active Directory. Typical examples include a legacy Kerberos applications, or existing group policy environments, a certificate-based infrastructure, Active Directory dependent workloads. In this model, the device joins Active Directory. The device identity synchronizes through Microsoft Entra Connect Sync. The device completes registration with Microsoft Entra. Users continue signing in using Active Directory credentials. Think of this as corporate device plus Active Directory plus Microsoft Entra. Use Hybrid Join only when business requirements still require Active Directory services. Quick decision matrix. Here is the full comparison table. Personal device, Microsoft Entra Registered. Windows Autopilot deployment, Microsoft Entra Joined. New corporate Windows 11 deployment, Microsoft Entra Joined. Legacy Kerberos application, Microsoft Entra Hybrid Joined. Organization migrating from Active Directory, Microsoft Entra Hybrid Joined during transition. To verify the device state, open command prompt and run dsregcmd/status. Focus on the device state section. Microsoft Entra Joined. You should see AzureAD Joined, yes. Domain Joined, no. Microsoft Entra Hybrid Joined. Expected. AzureAD Joined, yes. Domain Joined, yes. Workplace joined? No. Microsoft Entra Registered? Expected. Azure AD joined? No. Domain joined? No. Workplace joined? Yes. These values confirm how the device is connected to Microsoft Entra and whether it is joined, hybrid joined, or only registered. Quick health check. Next, look for AzureAdPrt by running dsregcmd/status on CMD. A healthy Microsoft Entra joined or hybrid joined device should show AzureAdPrt, yes. The primary refresh token, or PRT, is used for seamless single sign-on and device-based conditional access. If AzureAdPrt shows NO, users may experience a repeated sign-in prompts, single sign-on failures, conditional access issues. A correct device state does not automatically mean the PRT is healthy, so always verify both. Now switch to the Microsoft Entra Admin Center and navigate to Identity, Devices, All Devices. Verify that the join type matches the device state shown in dsregcmd/status. For example, a Microsoft Entra Joined should appear as joined. A Microsoft Entra Hybrid Joined should appear as hybrid Microsoft Entra Joined. A Microsoft Entra Registered should appear as Microsoft Entra Registered. If the portal and local device state do not match, investigate device registration, synchronization status, and Microsoft Entra device registration logs before troubleshooting conditional access policies. Failure 1. Registered instead of joined. Symptoms. A conditional access blocks access. A device appears in Microsoft Entra. Intune policies behave unexpectedly. Run dsregcmd/status. If you see Azure AD joined, no. Workplace joined, yes. The device is only registered. Resolution. Re-enroll the device using Microsoft Entra Join or Windows Autopilot depending on your deployment model. Failure 2. Hybrid join stuck in pending. Symptoms. A device appears in Microsoft Entra. A join type never completes. A device-based conditional access fails. Common causes. A proxy restrictions. A firewall restrictions. A device cannot reach Microsoft registration services. Validate connectivity to enterpriseregistration.windows.net. login.microsoftonline.com. Device. login.microsoftonline.com. Failure 3. Device never appears in Microsoft Entra. Symptoms. A device exists in Active Directory. A device missing from Microsoft Entra. Most common cause. The organizational unit containing the computer account is excluded from synchronization. Verify. Microsoft Entra Connect Sync configuration. Then run. Start AD sync cycle. Policy type Delta. Confirm successful synchronization. The key component is the primary refresh token, or PRT. Microsoft Entra Joined and Hybrid Joined devices establish device trust during Windows sign-in. This trust enables a seamless single sign-on, a device-based conditional access, a reduced authentication prompts, a stronger device identity validation. Registered devices provide device identity, but they do not establish the same Windows sign-in trust relationship used by many corporate-owned device policies. That distinction is why device state directly impacts security controls and user experience. Use Microsoft Entra Registered for BYOD and personal devices. Use Microsoft Entra Joined for most modern cloud-managed Windows deployments. Use Microsoft Entra Hybrid Joined only when business requirements still depend on Active Directory. Whenever conditional access or Intune enrollment behaves unexpectedly, start with dsregcmd/status. Verify the device state before modifying policies, enrollment settings, or security controls. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.